If you want to have a better sex life whilst dating or in a relationship, then knowing how to turn a woman on can be a true savior, because women like men who can spark sexual chemistry, which is ultimately what will lead your relationship to be long and happy. People will usually overcomplicate this process when in reality, if you harness these 9 ways that I will reveal in this video, turning a woman on will be no different than a flick of a light switch. Use a TDL. Before the date even begins, you have a chance to turn her on the way you ask her out. So many men put little effort into asking a woman on a date. They say, hey, want to go out sometime? Before cooking up some subpar date idea like going to the movies. Show her that you're a man on a mission who has a plan by asking her out on a concrete date. To do so, use a TDL. TDL stands for time, date, and location. An example of this would be, hey Jen, seeing as how we're both aspiring outdoorsmen, I'd love to take you out this Thursday for axe throwing at Smokies at 7. This date request shows forethought, attention to detail, and that you give a damn. That's sexy. Making an effort to create a bomb date will be noticed and she'll appreciate it. Tip: when crafting a first date idea, make it short, sweet, and a date idea you know she'll be into. Ditch the stale coffee date and tailor it more to her interests. In this way, she's more likely to say yes and enjoy herself. Dress to impress. How to turn a woman on comes down to the effort you put in. If you show up doing your best Zuckerberg impersonation, wearing sandals and a gray t-shirt, she'll think you don't care about making a good first impression. This will dig you into a hole. When in doubt, overdress to impress. You want to tailor how you dress to the date activity. Having said that, you can't go wrong by wearing nice shoes, a freshly ironed button-down, and a nice watch. This will show her that you are a sophisticated and well-kept man, which is crucial to building attraction right away. Asking her follow-up questions. Men have this idea that turning a woman on involves subtly touching her leg under the table or staring deeply into her eyes. It's best to start with a safe and respectful way of showing her that you're into her, just so that you don't make her uncomfortable before she's made up her mind about whether you're compatible or not. Early on in a relationship, one of the best ways you can signal your interest and turn her on is by asking her follow-up questions. Asking follow-up questions about something she's talking about indicates that you're interested in what she has to say. When she's talking about her passions, her routine, or whatever else about her life or who she is that you're interested in, dive into that subject. Ask probing questions that demonstrate your interest in learning more about her in an intimate way. Also, remember that we're attracted to people that are into us. This is called reciprocal liking. This subtle sign that you're into her will likely spark reciprocal feelings. Smile a lot. You need to start looking at how to turn her on as a process. It's not about one move that can unlock her romantically. It's about movements that crescendo into a state of being turned on. To get there, you have to make her comfortable with you. The best way to do so is by smiling. Smile when you see her, smile when you make a joke, smile when you make eye contact, and smile when you're about to kiss her. Cracking a big one conveys that you're into her. You're not a threat, and it is an easy way to bond with her. Engaged eye contact. Don't stare at her like she's dessert. Look at her like she's the most interesting person in the room. Keeping prolonged eye contact shows her that you genuinely care about what she has to say. But it's not just my advice. It's science. In a study where participants were paired up and asked to stare into each other's eyes, those who stared at each other reported stronger sexual attraction to one another than those who didn't. It's not difficult to pull off. Simply hold that gaze for a few seconds longer than you normally would. But don't forget to take breaks away once in a while from the eye contact. It's a date, not a staring contest. Dating Decoded. How to turn a woman on can be confusing. There are a million variables to take into account, and they seem to change on a daily basis. We teach our students the shortcuts to finding their ideal match by mega dating. Mega dating is our dating philosophy, and it shapes everything we teach here at MLovz. Simply put, mega dating is dating prolifically with the specific goal of going on 20 dates in 90 days. This will give you ample women to compare and contrast so you can refine not only your dating skills, but also who your ideal partner is. To teach you how to quickly find highly compatible women in just weeks and become the most eligible bachelor in town, you'll team up with romantic experts, each skilled in their own unique area to support you. Make her laugh. This is an obvious one. The thing is, so many men think that if they're not physically touching a woman or being macho during the date, then they're not turning her on. Broaden your understanding of what turns a woman on. Jokes, bonding, making her feel safe and respected are all turn-ons for women. Laughing with a woman is the quickest way to turn her on, guaranteed. Sitting next to her, not opposite. Chances are you two will spend time in a bar or restaurant. Bars and restaurants are loud places, especially after work or on date nights. Yelling across the table is a turn-off. You want conversation to be relaxed and friendly. Change the dynamic by sitting in a chair next to her. When you talk to her, you will start to be able to build light physical attraction by putting your arm around her or leaning in and whispering while in close proximity. This will allow you to gently break the touch barrier later on in the date, which is a principle you should stick by, as being too touchy right away can make her feel uncomfortable and will lower her attraction for you, but you always start the date with touch. Of course, the point here isn't to turn her on, but rather to get her used to physically touching you. The more you two touch, the more comfortable she'll become around you. Physical barriers will organically decrease, and it will become easier to turn her on via more seductive forms of touching at a later time. That initial touch should come in the form of a hug hello. During the date, here are a couple of innocuous ways of touching her. Touching her back to guide her through the door. Tapping her on the shoulder to get her attention. Giving her a fist bump or high five. Turn up the heat a little more by touching her in one of these ways. Asking for her hand to examine or to look at her nails, or maybe to check out her tattoo or compare hand sizes. Whatever excuse you want to use. Handle her hand with care. Ask to look at her tattoo before stroking it gently or touching it. Playfully bump into her. Rest your leg under the table on hers. If you want to turn it up just a little more, consider doing the following. Holding her hand. Letting your hand rest on her back a little bit longer every time you touch her. Rub her back. Then of course there's the kiss. Only you will know when the right time to kiss her is. Remember the Hitch scene when he advises his client to go 90% and the woman goes that last 10%?
Comfortable with this?
God, Albert, I had such a wonderful time with you.
Yeah, how about those Knicks, huh?
Hey, you see what I'm doing? All right, this is a signal, okay? I'm fiddling with my keys, all right? A woman that doesn't want to kiss takes her keys out, puts them in the door, goes in the house. A woman that wants to kiss, she fiddles. I'm fiddling.
Okay, you have a good night now.
You see what I'm doing?
Robbing me?
No. See, this is what most guys do. They rush in to take the kiss. But you're not most guys. See, the secret to a kiss is to go 90% of the way and then hold.
For how long?
As long as it takes for her to come the other 10.
Okay, 90-10. Got it.
Yeah? Okay, come on. Shake it off. It's your turn. I had a really nice time tonight, Albert.
Had a great time tonight too, Allegra. With a beard.
I'm not feeling it.
What do you mean? I gave 90.
No, I'm not feeling like you want it. Look, I'm Allegra Cole, the woman of your dreams, the woman whose green eyes are limpid pools of desire. Now show me the magic, Albert. Show me the magic.
What the hell was that?
I'm showing you the magic.
No, I said come 90 and then I come 10. You don't go the whole 100. My mouth was open, Albert. You over-eager son of a...
Other than that, how was it?
That's what this technique is all about. Going in for the first kiss is so terrifying because we don't want to make things awkward. If you go 90%, You're not putting yourself 100% out there, but you are conveying that you want to kiss her. If she's into it, she'll go that last 10% because she knows for a certainty that she won't get rejected. It's a winning strategy and a great way to turn her on. That wraps up this video, guys. If you like this video, make sure to like it, subscribe to the channel, leave us a comment in the comments below, and follow us on social media. Thanks so much for watching, guys, and I'll catch you next time.